I'm going to be embarking on a Breath of the Wild challenge run in which we are trying to beat the game only wearing Link's Femboy armor or the Gerudo armor. So we're gonna run past these chests with the worn clothes, and we're gonna stay naked until we can get past the Great Plateau, and immediately head to Gerudo Town afterwards to go fetch the armor. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Femboy armor is one of the weakest armor sets. I think it's the weakest armor set in the game. And it also can't be upgraded at all. So we're going to take a lot of damage. We're probably going to really try and focus on hearts. But for now, I need to grab this shield so I can do a trick later. And we're going to try and whistle sprint over to the first tower. Oh, Zelda has something to say. Well, she kind of caught me running away from the enemies. It's kind of embarrassing. The Zelda stopping me made me remember that I needed these peppers. Now we're going to head over to the temple to grab 5 arrows out of this pot, and also grab the bow out of this chest for, again, a trick we're going to do later. We made it up to the top of the plateau tower, and we're going to head towards the bomb shrine. I'm going to do a quick fall damage cancel here to get there quicker. Oh yeah, we hit that. Ignore the first attempt I did, which did not end so well. Now if you're wondering why we're going over to bombs first and not magnesis, it's because if there's one thing femboys love, it's bombs. A quick warning, if you give femboys bombs, sometimes some weird stuff starts happening. Like, for instance, I gave Link some and he just started floating? Weird. Anyways, ignore the first attempt I did of this trick again. Now I'm going to be making a quick stop at the old man's cabin, mainly to just collect some items, some food, and try and cook a bit of it, especially those peppers that I got. It's going to be very important to have those coming soon, especially because we're going to be traveling through the desert, and we can only really do that at night, in which we need cold resistance. I've been glossing over the shrines because, you know, they're tutorial shrines, they're not that big of a deal, but I just want to show you guys that cool dodge I got at Stasis. I thought that was awesome. Now that our poor twink is shivering, we'll give him some hot peppers to help warm him up. Now that we've gotten all the shrines on the plateau, we're going to head over to the Temple of Time to get the paraglider and begin our journey towards the Gerudo Desert. Now obviously we're not just gonna walk to the desert. We're gonna be taking, you know, the fast route. So we're gonna be using BLS, a bomb speedrunning trick, to get there. I'm actually probably not gonna stop at the desert immediately. I'm probably gonna try and make my way to the tower over here, which is the Gerudo Tower. We're gonna make our way up to this tower in the Gerudo region, and then we'll have a nice, easy line to get to. Well, first we're gonna head over to Gerudo Town, then we gotta head over to the bazaar to get the Femboy armor, and then our challenge will have somewhat officially begun. I mean, y'all should already know at this point what I'm gonna do to get over there. We're over here at Gerudo Town. We're gonna get this shrine as a nice little teleport point and activate the quest to get the Femboy armor, which we need to talk to this guy in order to start the quest. And then after we get this teleport point over at the shrine, we can begin heading over to the bazaar. And we are going to try to shield surf there. Although, to be honest, I don't really know how well this is gonna work. It seems to be working out pretty well so far. Oh no, we died. No, we're still going. All right. Well, we do have to make a quick detour here to pick up these 2 melons. They're actually very important to the run. You'll see why very soon. I can't skip those. Well, look at this very nice lady that's going to be offering us some wonderful clothes today. Hopefully she's not charging too much for them. I'm a bit broke right now. 600 rupees! Well, good thing I had already been grinding gems to prepare for this, but we're also going to cut down a bunch of trees, make some food, and sell it to get a bit extra cash. That way we can afford it. And now look at Link. She's so right. I do look adorable. You know, thanks, lady. I appreciate all your help. Oh, this is actually really cool. Now you guys get to see why the melons were so important. They, well, yeah, I wanted to make a stupid joke. Alright, let's get on our way. Now, one thing about this challenge that I should probably say is that the only other type of armor I'm allowing myself to use is from this lady's right here's jewelry shop. And I'm not allowing myself to upgrade it. It's going to make the sections where there's weather more doable, and also allow us to buy Link really cute jewelry, which I think definitely fits with the spirit of the challenge. Now, before I left the Gerudo area of the map, I wanted to grab this tower real quick, especially because if I'm quick, I can also grab a shrine that's right next to it that only is able to activate around like 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. in-game time. So I'm gonna really rush over there, and hopefully we can get it in time. And yeah, I think we got it. If we shoot the arrow right here when the sun is above the tower, we'll get the shrine. Now, our plan is gonna be to teleport back to the Great Plateau Tower and make our way over to Kakariko Village. But first, we'll stop at the Dueling Peaks Tower and get these shrines up here. And also, I want to try and get a lot of the ore deposits around here. Hopefully get a lot of flint, because once we get 10 flint, we can unlock the jewelry store. And also, you know, just having some gems for extra money on hand is never a bad thing. So no one will be able to recognize that I am secretly— oh, she knew immediately. Well, at least the guards in Gerudo Town could never tell. The first piece of jewelry we want, which is the ruby circlet. And the reason I am getting that one is because we're going to be heading up to Rito Village to do that Divine Beast first. We need 2 layers of cold protection while we're up doing the Divine Beast. Ruby circlet will give us 1 layer of cold protection, and then the Pepper's food we cooked earlier will give us the second. And we made it to Rito Village. If you're wondering how we got here so fast, well, I think you already know the answer to that question. You should know the answer to that question by now. But anyways, we have our cold protection, we have our circlet to give us the other layer, so I think we're ready to begin our quest towards the first Divine Beast. Now, our poor shivering twink has finally earned his right to eat. And some nice cold protection he'll get. So now, we need to snipe some cannons to board the Divine Beast. You know, you gotta wonder how he even stays warm with that outfit he's wearing. On the Divine Beast, some of the puzzles designed for children, I messed up on. I've played this game probably half a dozen times, and I'm still messing up the Divine Beast puzzles. Maybe I'm a bit hopeless, but I'll show you guys some of the the fuck ups we did along the way. You see, I almost got this, but then, yeah. And then I tried to run up this ramp that I just can't run up like a dumbass, and then I realized, okay, we gotta bring it down. Then we can run up it. Then also, when I was riding this carousel to get to this other side of the ship, look at how long I have to aim this shot, and I still just miss it. Sometimes I can be a little stupid, and I still try to run through like that's gonna do something. We made our way to the boss, Windblight Ganon, with relative ease, and there's very much a reason I did this Divine Beast first. It's because this boss is definitely a big joke. Look at how long it took me to get him in the second cycle. You know, it took me like 20 seconds and he's already in second cycle. So yeah, we kind of beat this guy with relative ease. And I think that's where I'm going to leave off for this part 1. My plan was to originally make this one whole video with the whole run, but then I realized editing is hard and it takes a while, so we're just gonna end it here. And hopefully, if you enjoyed this episode, maybe subscribe so you can see part 2.